New Hampshire state facts for kids. Vermont borders New Hampshire on the west, Maine and the Atlantic Ocean on the east, Massachusetts on the south, and Canada on the north. 3 distinct regions can be distinguished from it. Mount Washington is part of the Northern White Mountains wooded range. This is the highest point in New England, standing at 6,288 feet. The Old Man of the Mountain, a granite rock that resembled a man's face, was another notable feature of the White Mountains in the past. However, the stone sadly fell back in 2003. Most of the state's central and southern regions are covered by the eastern New England upland. It encompasses the rugged Merrimack Valley, the Connecticut River Valley, which defines New Hampshire's western boundary, and the Hills and Lakes region, home to the state's largest lake, Lake Winnipesaukee. One of the most climbed mountains in the world, Mount Monadnock, is also located in this area. The southeast section of the state, where it meets the Atlantic Ocean, is covered by the coastal lowlands. Sandy beaches can be found here near the shore, and further inland are marshes. At least 12,000 years ago, people lived in the area that is now New Hampshire. Native American groups, such as the Abenaki and the Pennacook, inhabited the area thousands of years later. Explorers from France and England started coming in the 1500s, and in 1623 the English founded the first permanent settlement. The Native American tribes first attempted to avoid getting involved in the conflicts between the French and English in the late 1600s and early 1700s. Eventually, though, they took the side of the French, and the Native Americans were driven from the area as the British won several battles and continued to expand their settlements throughout the region. On April 19, 1775, the first shots of the Revolutionary War were fired at Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts. The news of the bloodshed rockets along the eastern seaboard, and thousands of volunteers converge, called Minutemen, on Cambridge, Massachusetts. These are the beginnings of the Continental Army. Although no battles were fought in New Hampshire, soldiers from the state participated in nearly every major action of the conflict, most notably the Battle of Bunker Hill and the Battle of Bennington. New Hampshire was the first colony to declare its independence from Great Britain and draft a constitution during the American Revolution in 1776. New Hampshire was designated as the 9th U.S. state on June 21, 1788. The state capital was established in Concord and began to use the 2-letter abbreviation, N, and H. New Hampshire consists of 10 counties which span across 8,968 square miles. This makes it the 44th largest state in the Union. There are 1.38 million residents who call New Hampshire home. This makes it the 41st most populated state in the Union. The initial town of the state, Portsmouth, is home to 32 ancient buildings on Strawberry Bank, where visitors can witness actors dressed in period costumes reenact living historical events. The first free modern public library was opened in 1833. The Peterborough Town Library was the first institution funded by a municipality with the explicit purpose of establishing a free library open to all classes of the community. Some of the key industries in the state are agriculture, including apples, eggs, dairy products, and cattle, electronic equipment, plastics, machinery, granite mining, and tourism. Cider donuts and maple sundaes are some of the unique desserts you can get in New Hampshire. For more than 50 years, Mount Washington was home to the highest surface wind speed record, 231 miles per hour, which is on par with gusts from F4 tornadoes and Category 5 hurricanes. The state tree is the white birch. Common uses and applications. Paper birch is widely used for lumber, veneer, plywood, and pulpwood. Furniture, cabinets, flooring, and other millwork are made from high-value birch lumber and veneers. The species is also a favorite of the wood-turning industry for everything from broom handles and dowels to toys and crafts. The state flower is the purple lilac. Colonists first brought over lilacs from Europe in the 1750s. Celtics regarded lilacs as magical because of their sweet, intoxicating scent. Both George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were said to have an affinity for lilacs and grew them in their gardens. The state bird is the purple finch. They are not actually a purple color, but more of an old rose color is the male purple finch. This species is common in the north and east and along the Pacific seaboard. The state freshwater fish is the brook trout. The brook trout originally was considered a highly diverse and adaptable fish. It was able to survive in a variety of conditions including streams large or small, freestone or limestone, as well as lakes, ponds, tiny headwaters, and even trickle tributaries. The state saltwater fish is the striped bass. They are migratory fish that move between freshwater and saltwater. The striped bass, or striper, is popular in sport fishing. The largest specimen ever caught weighed in at 81.8 pounds. Striped bass can be a little tricky to catch, as they are constantly on the move and behave somewhat unpredictably. The state mammal is the white-tailed deer. White-tailed deer wave their tails characteristically from side to side when they are startled. They are very agile and may bound at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour through the forest. White-tailed females are very protective of their babies, fawns.
I hope you enjoy our videos. If so, please hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel.